Hello, my name is Teresa Danner, and this is my independent study. I recently moved to a non-credit campus, and my independent study is based on adopting services to meet the student needs in my new campus. These are the levels of service delivery that I will be concentrating on: self-help services, brief assisted services, and individual services. The first step was to be able to identify and do a diagnostic of what was the readiness for a career decision making process of this diversity population that I have in this campus. I do have quite a diverse population, so there is a variety of cognitive literacy, language proficiency, computer literacy, and other factors that make this career choice a little more complex. I created this career presentation to be able to tackle not only on the class presentations, but also work with the student on one-on-one on specific steps. So these steps of career planning are based in all the 9 chapters that we have studied in this training. And the first one was self-assessment. I needed to identify how ready were the students to make decisions about a career. I engage with in a little bit of a interview diagnostic with the students, trying to identify, for example, asking, do you have any specific ideas about your next step in making a decision? What type of information do you need to make a choice? Do you have any training programs you're considering right now? So when I was a little more aware of the student needs, we started doing a little bit of career exploration. It was important for me that they have a specific homework to do on their own to identify and narrow down their career options. This was very important. I do realize now, talking to these students and these diverse populations, that sometimes there's not an awareness of what type of commitment the students are doing in this career path. If it's going to be steady, linear, transitory. I have students who are just doing something in a short term. They are doing regular changes, which is very common in millennials. They are changing careers very often right now. Regardless, the idea is that the students make the best option, the best decision So we did a sequence, a planning process, which started with the initial interview, of course, preliminary assessment if it was needed, define what was the problem, formulate goals, that was important, and develop an individual learning plan. That was essential because that meant the students have to do the work. Identify what was a good goal. And also important was identifying the barriers. I did have, and I added these slides because of my personal experience. I have a lot of students, and these are the result of specific cases that I encounter in assisting students. This is my personal reflection. I always tell the students prepare for setbacks and, of course, for the successes. My next was to identify the internet tools that we have or currently in place in all our campuses. The students are using these tools, but my students in the non-credit campus are not very aware of these tools. When we talk about this, they're very surprised that we have them. So I'm excited that I'm going to have all of these wonderful resources available now that I am there. We are going to open a career center, and all this will be available to them. And these are some of the examples. Of course, these also will include resources that we will be creating. These are brochures, perhaps, or pamphlets, or things we will be creating. Student employment is another area that the students were not aware of. On-campus recruiting, for example, we don't have recruiters on campus. We don't have a bulletin board. The students were not aware of Simplicity, which is our job database. It's actually called Cougar Student Jobs. So all of these are tools that the students do have available right now that they can utilize. They just did not know existed. So I'm bringing all these new tools and much more. I already been asked by teachers to do class presentations. The word is going around. They're getting to know there is a system for the students. They want to know what we offer, what type of presentations we can do, what type of specific, again, assistance that we offer on a one-on-one or as a brief assistant to the students. So this is very exciting. Seminars, workshops, classroom presentations, these are all things that I will be doing that I see the need right now, as these students did not have, nor the teachers have these supports from us. My second independent study was a healthcare careers. The non-credit campus offer a specific healthcare careers, and I wanted to know specifically I work with these programs. So my goal was to market and promote career preparation resources to healthcare programs. These are the ones that I'm currently working with. I began working with the health career success classes. This is actually a class offer in the non-credit campus. The teachers actually teach that class and different resources to prepare the students. However, they did not know about our resources, and they asked me to do training for 4 of them on resume writing. So they were very, very grateful, and they have asked and sent emails for more assistance. So I will be working very close. I am so glad that I'm able to tap with this and create that rapport with these professors and health careers. This is the resume writing presentation that I created. I'm sharing this with you as well. And another presentation, this is a interview anxiety. In general, the students are always very anxious about interviewing. I wanted to prepare them with this interview. Of course, I do as well interview coaching on one-on-one, so that would be very helpful as well. Professional development. I have the opportunity to do over 15 hours so far of professional development, and within attending presentations, presenting on workshops like this particular one that you see on the screen, campfire sessions. I have the opportunity to present Dress for Success during our career exploration fair. I attended and finished this week the Technology Summer Boot Camp offered by SOAs. I'm sure many of you are aware of this. It was great. Be able to understand the platform that can have all our social media combined in one, and we can handle photos and information to the students in one platform. Great resources. And finally, these are the resource list. Most of the notes that you see in this presentation and in my independent study come from these 9 chapters from this training, but also things that I use on my own, and things that are very common used by all the counselors or the career coaches, in our case the CDF as well. So, and these are just some of them. With my independent study presentation. Thank you so much.